Hey, it's Enigma Hood. And, I shouldn't even have to make this video. But I'm going to anyway. Who the fuck would ever want to vote for Mitt Romney? I mean, that's the topic of, that's the title of this video, but really I should be asking who in the fuck would ever want to vote for a Republican? Here's the bottom line about Republican bullshit politics. These guys serve in the best interest to basically wealthy white Americans. I mean, I guess you could say wealthy Americans in general, because there are some blacks who are rich that do lean toward the Republican side. Mostly religious fuckers, religious fundamentalists. And, yeah, but it really, no matter what, conservatism in any country, I'm not even talking about America, conservatism in any country always serves in the best interest of the majority, or at least those who are in power. And usually who is that? That's the majority. There's only just a few notable exceptions, namely South Africa, but that's not the case anymore. So, who is the majority? Whites. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. The conservatives do not serve in the best interest to women either, and that includes white women. And if you watched the debate last night between the vice presidential debate, that came to the forefront more prominently than ever in their last remarks about abortion and stuff like that. Now, you guys know what my stance is on abortion. That has not changed. However, I am always in favor for equal rights. And, of course, the rights of a woman are important. What my personal feelings on the matter, that's, I can decide who I want to be with, right? I mean, that's a personal issue. But when we're talking about enforcing your will on others, that's a completely different issue entirely. And that's basically what this fucker wants to do. This young little piece of shit. I couldn't believe how young he was. I was like, how old is this butthead? I refuse to call him even a fucker because he's like a little kid. He's a butthead. He's a fucking butthead. He's younger than my parents. He's almost as young as I am. I mean, like, what the fuck? What was Mitt Romney thinking by choosing that? This is almost as bad as Sarah Palin. You have this fucking butthead running as the running mate for Mitt Romney. But, oh man, his closing statements at the end about abortion, he wants to push his religious beliefs. His personal beliefs, he claims, oh no, it has nothing to do with my religion. Oh really? Oh really? Go fuck yourself. It has everything to do with your religion. You're trying to push your religious beliefs on everyone else. You're trying to tell women that they can't have abortions, even if they need it, for whatever reason. And, even if I might agree in some ways, I'm not going to push it on other people, because that's going against freedom. And in this case, I have to put freedom before my own personal beliefs, because I think freedom's more important than my feelings about abortion. But that's another thing, okay? If you're a woman, you should never vote for these fucks. They're not doing it in favor for you. They're not running in favor for women's rights. They're running against women's rights. And that's just women, white women, who make up a huge proportion of this country. And then we're talking about homosexual rights? Fuck. What the fuck? Homosexuals have no rights if conservatives rule this country. They want to take away all your rights. I mean, basically what this butthead said in the debate last night was, hey, guess what? We're gonna nominate judges who are gonna vote against anything that might be in favor for women's rights. That's basically what he said. We're going to nominate these judges, and they're going to vote and take away your rights at every possible instance. And these people serve for life. They don't retire unless they choose to leave, or if they're found of misconduct. There's not like a set term or anything like that. So do you want a fucking conservative nominating a judge, or do you want a liberal who's going to fight for your rights nominating a judge? Liberalism is the way to go in this case. In any case, I think. Okay? And homosexuals will have no rights if these guys are in power. And of course, minorities. Do the conservatives ever fight for minority rights? They never do. They never do. And then even casting all of that aside, what the fuck are they talking about tax cuts for rich for? What the fuck are they doing? Tax cuts for the rich? Oh man, that pisses me off. Okay, I don't give a fuck about the rich. I don't give a shit about them. They have tons of money. You think they want me? Do they think they care what the middle class thinks of them? Everybody hates the rich because they want their money. Fuck them. Fuck them. Okay? Tax them some more. There is a huge imbalance between the wealthy, the middle class, and the poor. Huge imbalance. That is the result, that is the inevitable consequence of having a capitalist society. And it comes with the territory. And, you know, what can you do? Well, what you can do is you can tax the rich more. They have to be taxed at a higher rate. Why? Because when you have tons of money, you can make tons of money. You invest in stocks and bonds. You can invest in property. That's what I'm about to do, by the way. You know, I saved up some money. I'm going to invest in some property soon and make some money. Are you jealous, motherfuckers? Because you should be. Because anybody who doesn't have money is starving to death. Is fucking starving to death. Whereas these rich motherfuckers have humongous houses, tons of property. Okay, like, look, I'm just going to buy one fucking house. These guys have like 5 houses and Mercedes Benzes and all kinds of fucked up shit. You know, they have so much shit. And if you think I make tons of money, I don't. I mean, like, I'm doing okay. But these rich motherfuckers, they make so much money. The average person does not make more than $200,000 a year. Okay, they just don't. In my opinion, I'm not exactly sure where they're making the cutoff for, but anyone who makes more than like 300,000 or so, maybe 400,000, you can tax them at a higher rate. I mean, a year? Come on. And these people, by the way, the rich people, they have less children than the poor people. They have less people to take care of. What are they going to take care of? Their fucking maids? Their fucking butlers? Jeeves? Alfred? Come on. Fuck you. Tax them. And then when we come to international politics, international policy, what the fuck? Did you guys forget what happened before? How they put us into 2 wars? They put it all on the credit card? That's what Biden says. That's what Obama says. You waged wars and you put it on a credit card. That's part of what got us into the situation that we're in now. That's what it is. And for what? So that they can acquire assets for themselves. This was all done in greed. Bush and all his lackeys, they went to Iraq because they wanted to acquire assets from themselves. Tons of assets, okay? I don't need to get into details. You guys already know. There were tons of people who made money from the war. Let's see. McDonald's? No. Halliburton. Defense companies. Who was behind Halliburton? It was fucking Dick Cheney. These guys were all in it for themselves. And it resulted in the deaths of thousands of people. And you trust this political party? When are you people gonna fucking realize that these people have been scamming us and killing people? Why aren't they all behind bars? That's what I want to know. They never will because they've been scamming the system and they've been doing it within technical legal grounds. That's why they've never been able to pin anything. And also because I have to blame Obama in some ways for granting leniency and because he's also interested in protecting his position. But that's another issue, okay? You know, because he's concerned about protecting his presidential power. That's a whole different issue. But still, no matter what, you always should vote for the Democrat. Okay, they're not perfect. Obama's not perfect. Okay, even I just said it. He's not perfect. Biden's not perfect. But they're a fuckload better than these conservative morons. Okay, and you're never going to find a perfect president, okay? No matter what, you're going to find a president that's also doing things for himself. They're always going to do that. But at least do so in a way where you're not killing people and stealing money from people who are poor. That's essentially what you're doing with the current tax plan. You're taxing the rich. You're taxing the poor to pay for the deficit. What the fuck is the matter with you? I mean, it's bad enough that religion is taking advantage of the poor. Now the government wants to do it too. Fuck the rich. Okay? Don't vote for Mitt Romney. Vote for Obama. I might make a few more videos in the future as the election comes up, but I need to say this right now. Post in the comment section what you think. This is Enigma Hood signing off.